previous month. So last month I did a straw poll. Everybody voted about what builds they wanted to see this month, and look what won. 4-way GTX Titan X Pascal, just cause. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I also did the second runner about basic $15,000 build, and then a much more reasonable $500 build. We'll start off with the $500 build right here. By the way, I'm using PC Part Picker for all these, so those links will be in the description. It's actually less than $500 build. It's going up to $470. Starting off with an i3-6100. Available for around $110 to $115. For memory, I just went with a single stick of G-Skill Aegis 8GB. This is only $34. This was $1 or $2 more than a comparable green PCB stick. So I did spend a little bit more money so that I wouldn't have a green PCB component in there. But again, this will get the job done. And I went with a single stick because 8 gigs I feel like is a good jumping off point for a gaming PC, and you can just drop in a second stick for another $34 in the future if you want to. For the SSD, and yes, I only included an SSD in here. It's 240 gigs, and if you're worried about not having enough space, my assumption is always that people have an old hard drive, a 1 or 2 terabyte hard drive lying around somewhere that they can use, and I'd much rather have the fast SSD working. Even with 240 gigs, you can or rounded up. It actually costs $1,480.69. So you can round that up. Use that extra $170. So I wanted to do something more than just going sort by highest price This is somewhat reasonable. I tried to not just be like, here's the most obviously and it is really expensive. Costs in the $700 range right now. Although honestly, I think this is a jacked up price because it's also over on Newegg for just over $500. It's even in stock and everything. So I'm not really sure what the deal is here. Just don't buy this on Amazon if you see it. But basically what you have here is an SSI CEB motherboard. So that is a server specification for the actual layout. But don't worry, the case I chose will fit it. This is not a new generation X99 board. This came out back when the first generation Haswell East came out. So as a result, you do have an M.2 slot, which is kind of up there in the upper right. Which, here, let me click on this thing. You have an M.2. Oh god, it rotated the motherboard. I'm so confused. M.2 is like right here. And you've got, of course, the thing that this really has been using a SSD, 4 more SSDs, 4 hard drives, and then of course you get the video cards and the other stuff down there. So let's continue on with the actual fastest and most capacity-rich M.2 SSD that I can use. 1 terabyte, and then it will be covered up by so don't worry about the but 1 terabyte on a single we gotta have the mass storage. If I had 4 of these, it's 40 terabytes. Of course, you could do like RAID 10 though, or something like that as well. But I did want to double check that this would all be able to connect to the motherboard though. So you got your M.2 right here, and then basically you have actually 10 SATA ports via the X99 chipset. So 4 of them for the SSDs and 4 of them for the those mechanical drives, and you're good to go. Let's move along to the final couple things. One of them is of course going to be the graphics cards. In fact, this is the most boring part because it was kind of the given. Titan X Pascal Edition, these are $1,200 each, and you can only buy them directly from NVIDIA right now. So, also your limitations here on actually assembling this is that you can only buy 2 at a time from NVIDIA, so you'll have to get a friend to buy the other 2. That's will end up at $2,400 as well. And for the case, I went for Case Labs. I went directly to their website because they're not listed on PC Part Picker. The Magnum TH10AS. So there it is, guys, my $15,000 4-way Titan X build. This is, I guess, what I